Welcome to the Beecon of Light Podcast, where we have brought in various experts, medical, psychological, clinical, and of course, peer support, case management, and the rest of the support staff here at Beecon Recovery. And the total objective at Beecon Recovery, which is a drug and alcohol addiction recovery center located in Brigham City, Utah, where our primary objective, our only objective, is to teach people how to stay stopped. Enjoy this episode as well as any future episodes. So welcome to the initial podcast for Beecon of Light Recovery, which is for Beecon Recovery itself. Beecon Recovery is a drug and alcohol addiction recovery center located in Brigham City, Utah. And so we are doing these podcasts. This is the first one that I'm not particularly fond of, right? Don't want to do this. I don't like to hear my voice on a message, much less seeing myself on camera. But I've decided to get out of my ego and get out of my own way and do some things that are pertinent for helping people or assisting people with learning how to get off of drugs. And so I'm in recovery myself. Alcohol, never did meth or heroin, but I did do a lot of coke, a lot of acid, a lot of alcohol, and sometimes all of the above at the same time. And so was raised by an alcoholic. And so in a lot of ways, what I'm doing is helping assist me, that little kid that I was. Let me get rid of this cell phone. It's by doing this at Beecon Recovery and teaching these people how to stay stopped and off of their drugs and their alcohol, I'm helping the kid that I was. If that makes any sense, because there are children out there that are having a different life because of the decisions and choices that their parents have made and are making. So yes, this is Beecon Recovery, which is a facility that I started, but it is not my facility, it's his facility. And he, that would be our Father in heaven, has brought me a lot of support staff. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a walk, and we're going to introduce you all to the staff at Beecon Recovery, and I'm going to show you Beecon Recovery. So let's go for a quick walk. Let's just do this real quick. Now, so this is a microphone that I'm going to give to these people, and they don't even know that they're going to get this. Right? They know we're coming, but they don't know. So this is, they don't know that they're going to get this microphone. So let's go for a walk. And then we're going to go downstairs first. So just come on with me. Can you turn that camera on yourself so they can see who you are?
We'll think about it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go downstairs. So this is Beecon Recovery. First thing I want to show you is this. Okay. This is what Beecon Recovery is all about. Our Savior. So come on this way. We're going to go over here. Hey.
Hi.
Come on in.
Okay, I'm trying to get past you.
You're good.
How
Go
are you?
ahead. We're doing fantastic. This is another version that I want you to see. So if you can pan to this, can you see this picture here as well? Because it looks like the camera's on me, so I don't know.
I can see all of it.
Oh, you can? You can see all of it. Okay. Now we're going to go and show you some of the offices. So this is Mike. Mike, I want you to hold this right here, about right there.
Okay.
Right? Is that good? Okay. So tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're here. And just hold that right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'm Michael Taylor. I'm a peer support specialist here at Beecon Recovery. I've been here since July 17th. I am actually a retired bus driver. I did that for about 30 years. Suffered with my own addictions, and I've been sober 6 years as of April 9th.
Bam.
Yeah. And I just was looking for a way to share my experience, strength, and hope. And I had a friend suggest that I come in here and apply, and they were gracious enough to give me a chance to come in and work here. And I've just really been enjoying it, working with the clients, getting to know them and helping them in any way I can. And also working with Tony and the rest of the staff has really been an honor and a growing experience for me.
And for the record, it's been our pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now let's see. I'm gonna go. Never mind. We're not gonna go in there. All right. This is your microphone. Just hold that right there.
Okay.
That'll work. I don't know if your tie is gonna mess
Can you
with
hear
it.
me okay?
Yeah, we gotta take it. Just hold it in your hand instead of just. That's even better.
Does that work?
So,
Okay.
who are you?
Hang on, let me save this. Let me save my work so it doesn't disappear. Okay. Who am I looking at? You?
You're looking at me, looking at the camera.
Okay.
Just looking.
All right.
Looking any way you want.
So who am I? Well, first, my name is Adam Williams.
Okay.
I'm a therapist here at Beecon Recovery. A little bit about me. I'm originally from Virginia. I was born and raised out there. I joined the Air Force when I was 18.
We won't hold that against him.
I was a crew chief on F-16s. Then I got picked up to fly. I was a flight engineer on the C-5 and then a flight engineer on the KC-10.
Okay. Before we go any further, for those of you that don't know, those are really big aeroplanes.
Yeah, so the C-5
Right.
is the Air Force's largest cargo airplane. It's about the size of a 747. And then the KC-10 is the world's largest air refueling asset. So it's tons of fun. I flew those two airplanes for 15 years. Loved it, but I was ready to make a change.
Wait. I want you to go back to your addiction while
Okay.
it's in the Air Force.
Okay.
Explain that to me, because you used a terminology that what was it again?
Yeah, so
Case rack, or what was it? What is it called?
Yeah, so I think the military as a whole breeds very professional alcoholics.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time and a lot of our resources are surrounded by alcohol. And I can remember being a young aviator in my mid-20s and doing case races.
Case races.
So it's who can finish 30 beers the fastest. And I was pretty accomplished at that. So I was definitely an alcohol abuser. It was just a part of the career. It was a part of the persona that I presented. And I guess an important part of my story I left out is that I'm a father of 8. And when I guess we had 5 kids at the time, and my wife just couldn't handle the drinking anymore. She couldn't handle the choices I was making out on the road and the person that I was. So I had to make a decision. What mattered to me, and the decision was that my family mattered to me. So ultimately, I stopped using alcohol. I had my last drink in Limerick, Ireland in April of 2014.
Bam.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go on 10 years sober, which is a big deal.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's huge. And that's part of the big reason that when I quit flying, I wanted to be able to spend more time with my family. So I came out here to Utah State, Tony's favorite school. Don't let him fool you.
Hook 'em, baby. Texas Longhorns. Longhorns.
So I came out here to Utah State. I got my master's degree in social work. And I absolutely love it. I love what we're doing here. A little bit more kind of about my story and my understanding. My brother-in-law was an addict all of his adult life, from everything from cannabis to fentanyl, and everything in between. And in August, we buried my brother-in-law from a fentanyl overdose. So I am all too aware of the consequences of addiction and what that can bring about. So.
See, and every time I hear that, it hits me every single time. I never met your brother-in-law.
Nope.
Right, as soon as you said what you said, boom. Because it doesn't have to be, which is why we are at Beecon Recovery, which is why he is here. So we as a team can do our part to stop that. Because if your brother-in-law would have gotten treatment, possibly, he'd still be with us.
You know, we did a lot. We did everything we could, but unfortunately, you can't provide service to somebody that doesn't want it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't ready to ask for the help. He wasn't ready to take the help. And I think that's one of the things, if there was an opportunity like Beecon for him, there wasn't, unfortunately. Yeah, he might still be here. We'd like to think he would still be here because, you know, he knew that he had a problem. He recognized that he had a problem. He lacked the resources to be able to stop. And I think that's a big piece. That's something that we offer the folks that come to see us here at Beecon, is we offer them resources to help them achieve their goals, to help them stop, to help them return to a lifestyle that's free of drugs and alcohol.
There it is. To learn how to stay stopped.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thank you
We'll
for
see you
taking the
around.
time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to take the microphone with me.
I thought it was going to be more than that. My time to shine. I was ready.
Dude, is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, I don't think so. What do you want from me? I
just want to rub your head.
I'm here for you, brother.
Okay.
I'm here to make Beecon Recovery all that it can be.
I feel like I'm in an Army commercial or something.
That's not their slogan anymore.
Oh.
It was Army of One. No, that's not it anymore.
I don't
that
even
was
know.
not a good one either. I don't want to be an Army of One. I want to be an Army of a million.
And you're an army of how many people are at Beecon?
I know, it's pretty awesome, dude.
Thanks, boss.
Thank you. Are you going to grab Alejandra now?
Think so.
Okay, let me go take her spot.
Okay. Can you? This is kind of fun. Okay. Gratitude is the key to abundance. Right? So what we've done here is we've gotten all the people that are in treatment at Beecon Recovery and anybody that walks through our door to think of 3 things that they're grateful for. Right? And we plaster these answers all over Beecon Recovery. Right? So, and at the same time, we have people stand in front of this mirror and read that off. Can you see that up there on the top? Because we are responsible for everything. Okay? Everything that we need, everything we are, is and always has been right here. Our external circumstances are just that. Internally is everything that we have. It's always been here and it always will be. So let's see. Let's go.
No.
Hey, do you want to meet me in your office in about a minute? Okay. This is administrative.
Hello.
Yes.
Who are you?
Haiti Liddell.
And what do you do at Beacon? Oh, here, you need to hold that microphone. Why do I always do that? Microphone. I'm sorry. Tell me your name again.
Haiti Liddell.
Haiti, what do you do at Beecon Recovery?
I am an administrative assistant. Do I look at the camera or do I look at you?
You can look at the camera. You can look at me. So just for everybody to know that she is part of the brains of Beecon Recovery that run Beecon Recovery, the day-to-day back office stuff at Beecon Recovery.
I like to say I do a little bit of everything.
And she does. Come see me when you're done so I can talk to you for a sec.
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna go. Oh, thank you. I keep forgetting my microscope. Aha. Okay.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, so I want you to hold this
Okay.
about right there. I want you to flip around and I want you to tell the camera who you are. Tell me who you are.
I'm Jazzy.
What's Jazzy
Simmons.
Simmons?
Yep.
What do you do at Beecon Recovery?
I am the daytime lead, peer support, and case manager.
What does that mean?
I help people that are going through addiction, and I'm a support for them because I've lived an active addiction myself.
Oh, how long have you been clean?
I have been sober for 10 years.
Bam. Okay. What was your drug of choice?
Heroin.
Full on.
Full on heroin, DMT,
Smoking it or shooting
smoking it.
it? Ooh, they say that's more addictive than shooting it. Did you know that?
Yep, it's an instant dopamine release.
Yeah. And you did that for how long?
I did that I was on drugs from 14 to 20, so about 6 years. I did heroin the last 2 years of it.
You graduated from what to heroin?
I graduated from bath salts and spice to heroin.
Which you can go buy at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's so harmful, because it's readily available.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you want to oh, and who do we have here?
This is Rebel. That's my service dog.
This is Rebel, who knows that I can't.
No.
See? I can't. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much for letting me interrupt your day.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, I need the microphone. I always forget the microphone. Okay, Crystal, I need you to hold this microphone about right there.
Okay.
And I need you to tell me who you are.
Okay, I'm Crystal Davidson.
And what do you do at Beecon Recovery?
I'm the night lead for peer support and case management.
Okay, so when you say night lead, that's for the people that are coming in from the 4 to 8 group.
Correct.
And just so you know, we have 3 different groups. The first one comes in from 9 to 1. The second group comes in from noon to 4. And our last group comes in from 4 to 8. And Crystal runs the show every evening, right?
Right.
Okay, and are you in recovery?
I am
How long have you been in recovery?
3 years this month.
Bam! Okay, and what was your drug of choice?
Meth.
And how long did you do meth?
About 5 years. And almost all of the 5 years I was IV user. So,
IV?
Mm-hmm.
So you graduated.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah.
I only used for about 3 months before I was an IV user. So, and then the day I got clean was the last day I thought about it.
And that's what we're all about.
Yep.
And that's why we're so adamant, right? Because this is what we're talking about. This is what we get to duplicate. And you'll find that a lot of the staff here, not all, but a lot of the staff, present company included, are in recovery. So thank you so much for your time, for letting me interrupt your day.
Okay.
I guess you're working on your notes, and so I'll let you get back to that. Okay, and I remembered my microphone. Alejandra. So what I want you to do is hold this about right there, and I need you to tell me, who are you?
So my name's Alejandra Millsap, and I am one of the therapists here at Beecon.
Wait. Let's back up a minute. Tell me your name again.
Alejandra Millsap.
Tell me the first part.
Alejandra.
Where are you from?
I was born in Mexico.
Okay.
I am originally from Mexico, and I lived there until I was 8 years old.
So you speak fluent Spanish.
I do.
Hence, Alejandra, that's the gringo version. She said the Latino version. I can't even.
Right, Alejandra.
I love it. Okay, so what do you do at Beecon Recovery?
I am a therapist, one of the clinical therapists here at Beecon.
Okay. Now, I know that there's different types of therapists. Which one are you?
Clinical, so mental health.
So you are a CMHC.
No, I am a clinical social worker.
A clinical social worker. Okay. Master's level?
Yes.
Okay. As a therapist at Beecon Recovery, what is your objective? Why are you here at Beecon?
I am here just encouraging clients to be the best version of themselves. So a lot of their clients here have really struggled with mental health, a lot of shame and guilt, a lot of isolation. So my goal is just to encourage them to see that they deserve more out of life, more than addiction.
And it's been your experience, I think, that a lot of the people that are hooked on these drugs and alcohol, the underlying issue is mental health.
Trauma. For most of our clients, trauma is the gateway to drugs. Like, there is a lot of trauma that needs to be addressed and worked through in order for them to succeed in their sobriety.
Okay. Anything else you want to share? Other than the fact that you love being on camera just as much as me?
No, not Not really.
Yeah, me neither. I get it. I don't like it either.
Thanks.
But thank you for letting me take time out of your day.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so now we're gonna go group room. Right, but we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time in there because there's people in there. Over here, so this is the neurofeedback wing.
Do we need to cover that?
No, he's not gonna, but I need you to come with me.
Okay.
So there's no camera. There's no, is anybody in here?
I think just possibly Gracie.
Nope.
No?
Okay, so there's no camera.
Okay.
Act like there's no camera at all. Okay? And I need you to explain, where are we? What do we do? What is this? What's going on in here?
Okay. This is our neuro room.
Oh, I'm sorry. And who are you?
I am Jade. I am the wellness supervisor back here. This is one of our neuro rooms. So our clients walk in, they sit down, they get hooked up. So we have these cords.
What
that
about
we put
before
up.
that? What are those red things?
The brain map. So they start off with the brain map. We put these on. We measure 12 different parts of the brain. We can see what parts of their brain are dysregulated, whether it's frontal lobe, occipital lobe, those types of things. And then the system spits out a protocol for them, and we work on that. So they'll first start off on a protocol. It's called SMR. It's games that they're doing. It's basically just like a training for the brain.
Okay.
They'll get hooked up on here, and then after their session, they'll come in and it'll spit one of these out. Every band is correlated to some kind of feeling. So let me pull up a good one.
So this is what's known as a trend screen analysis. Is that correct?
Yep.
So just pop one of those up. Good one, bad one, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Can you get that in your, can you? Yeah.
Cover the name.
Okay. And explain to me what those, I see, because I see different color bands.
Yep.
Right?
So gray should be on the top. So it should be between like 10 to 14. So this one is a little low. This client here is schizophrenic, so her bands are normally pretty crazy. But this one is a little low, but gray is correlated with sleep. So if she's tired that day, daydreaming, didn't get a good night's rest the night before, that band will be dysregulated. This green band, that one is focus. So if she's having a hard time focusing, or again, daydreaming, having a lot of mind chatter, things like that, that band will be dysregulated. The blue band is like stress, frustration, anger, things like that. So if she's feeling stressed, angry, that band will be super spiked. We have a lot of clients that band takes us months and months to get down to where it should be.
Hold that in one spot. And I'll do
Sorry.
this.
The red and yellow bands here are for muscle tension and anxiety. So if they're super tense that day, we have some clients who have really bad sciatica pain. Their yellow bands will be elevated, and then their red bands if they have anxiety.
Now, and we can turn this away now. We do a brain map.
Mm-hmm.
We then do the sessions. Then we come back and we do a subsequent brain map to look at the progress.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
So we do one about every 30 to 40 sessions.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Now we're going to go over here. I want you to hold this about right there. And I need you to tell me, there's no camera. There's not even a camera here right now. Who are you and why are you here?
My name is Jamie Smith. I am a wellness coordinator here at Beecon Recovery. The newest kid on the block, I guess.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since the beginning of December,
Okay.
so just a couple months now.
Okay. And you basically do what was just described from Jade.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the neurofeedback techs.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I am.
Okay. Why did you choose Beecon Recovery, if I may ask?
I started working here, to be honest, the location was awesome. Really close to where I live. I love Brigham City. It's just an awesome town.
Okay.
But I've studied a lot about this program and the type of clients that we offer recovery to,
Okay.
and I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
So I wanted to be able to help provide recovery to clients that wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Okay, now we're going to shoot over to, so I'm going to talk to Russell, and then I'm going to come find you in your office. Can we do that? All right.
All right.
The man. I need you to hold this about right there.
Right there?
Ish.
Okay.
So, who are you? What's your name?
Russell Terry.
Russell Terry. What do you do at Beecon Recovery?
I am the operations director.
Okay. What is that? What does that mean?
Gosh, that means I am over pretty much everything.
Can you hear him okay on the thing?
Pretty much over everything at Beecon, from the clinical side to programming, neuro.
Okay.
I manage the staff as well as their productivity, what they're doing. Clients, meet with clients every day.
So they keep you pretty busy here?
Very busy, not just pretty busy, very busy.
Are you in recovery?
I am in recovery.
What was your drug of choice?
Alcohol is my drug of choice, but after I started drinking, anything else that came along with it, but always alcohol first.
And how long have you been clean?
It is 8 months, March 1.
Bam! That's what I'm talking about. And why are you a Beecon?
For a few reasons. I like working with people that are in recovery. I think these are my people. They are who I can identify with. I've been in their shoes. I know exactly what they're going through. And I think that my experience, strength, and hope can help them, assist them along the road in recovery. I think I'm really good at holding people accountable for their actions and pushing them in the directions that they need to go. And I specifically came to Beecon because of the program that Beecon offers. It's unmatched with anything else. Nobody else is doing what Beecon does, from the modalities that they do to that we do to the impact that it has on each client individually, if they take it seriously, is massive.
Because let's be honest, you could have taken your skills and your talents and gone to work pretty much anywhere.
Yes, I could.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
By the way, are you ready to go home? Because he's not even supposed to be here.
No, I have more work to do.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to go this way. A little break area here. And we've got Maddie back in the corner. All right. Favorite part of your day. Hold this about right there. Maddie said to me she loves being on camera. So, who are you?
I am Maddie, and I pretty much just wherever I'm needed, that's what I do.
Nah, that doesn't work. What is your job title at Beecon Recovery?
Program supervisor.
What does that mean?
That means I oversee all support staff. I do the scheduling. I oversee both sober living houses.
Oh, we have two. Whoa, hold on a sec. What is that? We have sober living here?
We do have sober living.
What does that mean?
We have a men and a woman's house that they have to have a certain amount of time sober, and then they get to move in and get a job and learn how to live life responsibly.
Pay their rent.
Come to treatment.
Okay. What happens if somebody's in the sober living and they relapse?
They're asked to leave for 2 weeks. They sign a form saying that they'll be out. They'll be coming in to their treatment every day and will be sober for the 2 weeks before they're eligible to move back in.
And what's the purpose of them moving out?
Well, if they're living there and they're not being sober, then they put the entire house at risk.
The whole community is at risk in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often are the people in the sober livings checked on?
Daily.
So you're telling me that by the way, I already know the answers to all these questions, but you're telling us that every single day, Monday through Monday, we are in contact with them, whether we see them when they're here, but we also see them over there.
Absolutely.
And that would be you?
And Devon. Yes.
Who we've already interviewed.
Yeah.
Are you in recovery?
I am.
Really? What was your drug of choice?
At the very end, it was all alcohol.
Well, what do you mean at the very end?
Well, I picked up my first drink at 9, and then I dabbled with a lot of other illicit drugs through my teenage years.
Okay.
And then I set those aside, but I could not put the booze down. For about 23 years, I couldn't put the booze down.
23 years. How long has it been?
I've been sober for 5 years.
Bam! Give me a better one. I got to get up. There we go. Better one. So you've been clean for 5 years.
Yes.
And have a life,
I do have a beautiful life now.
have a family,
Yeah, I got them all back.
because
I
you lost them.
I did. I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my vehicles. I was in and out of jail. Had to go to residential treatment myself, and earn everything that I have back.
And that's never
Plus
going
some.
to... Exactly. Plus. And that's a life that is in your rear view. You can't even see it anymore.
Right. I was actually talking to my husband about it. I was like, I feel like I've lived 3 lives. My life in addiction, my life in early recovery, and then my life now.
Thank you, Maddie.
Yep.
I know you're busy.
Always.
Every time I walk in here, she's in there doing something. So thank you so much for your time. All right, so now we're gonna go upstairs to a section of Beecon Recovery that I just recently acquired. There was a salon, a hair salon up here. And so when those girls left, it's Valentine's Day coming up. How fun. So what we're doing now, we're in the middle of an expansion. I'll just walk you through that real quick. This section up here, we're going to put a wall with a door right here. And then we're going to put another wall right here. And then our administrative end of things is going to be up here, right? So Russell, Haley, and then Clarissa, who's sick today, you would have met her. We're going to do all of our administrative stuff up here. And then over here, let's see. Okay. You all remember Devon? This is where Devon spends his time.
Yep.
Right? We've already met Devon in one of our, and I brought Devon in as a guest on the podcast because of his experiences. He goes way back at Beecon Recovery. Aha.
Hello.
Hey. So I want you to hold this microphone right there.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me and or the camera, who are you?
I'm Mackenzie Knorr. I'm a case manager at Beecon Recovery.
What does that mean?
I help clients to get around the barriers that would otherwise, that kept them in their cycle of addiction.
Okay. Through case management, which is learning how to manage their life, right?
Yes.
Because oftentimes managing their life is a big a chore as anything that they can experience. And so what we do here in case management is get them to come notch it down a little bit and realize it's okay.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share?
I don't think so.
Other than the fact that you're wanting to be on camera for the next 2 hours.
I don't think I want to be on camera for the next 2 hours.
I don't want to be on camera for the next 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. And then over here, part of the construction, because we're growing, this is another group room. Obviously, we just had this wall erected, and this will be somebody else's office. And that right there will take you full circle, is Beecon, right? Okay, we don't need to go out that door. And then we'll come back to my office. By the way, half of those offices you saw downstairs used to be my office. And I kept getting booted. Now I'm up here in what they call the bell tower. Right, I'm in isolation up here. So back into my office. I think that pretty much wraps this up, but I wanted to leave this podcast with something that has been addressed and talked about with multiple individuals that you all are going to see as we do subsequent and we air subsequent podcasts. It's the same thing. that you're going to hear over and over, and that is this. It doesn't matter where you get treatment, right? But what does matter is that you get treatment, that you put your best foot forward and you continue to stay clean and do it one day at a time, right? One day at a time. How does somebody eat an elephant, right? Not in one bite, okay? You do an elephant, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and it's going to be okay. Father in heaven has always been with you. He will always be with you. He has never not been with you. Just like he was never not with me when I was stuck in my addiction. If you're hearing this, right, reach out. There's so many resources on our website. I may have mentioned, I don't know if I have, but I will do it now. We're making some changes to our website. We're going to be putting up a lot of different websites and what's known as I think we're going to call it the resource page. And when you click on the resource page, we're going to put all of the various resources that are available. Not just resources for people with substance abuse issues. We're going to be putting resources up for places that women can go that need shelter because they've been in an abusive relationship. If you've got suicidal ideations, if you've got depression, which is of course linked, we're going to be putting resources up of places that you can go. Detox facilities that we have worked with, that we know that are doing it for the right reason. Residential facilities that I have vetted, that I know are doing it right. And we are going to try to put, as much as we possibly can, the Medicaid accepted facilities. When Beecon Recovery first started, I thought that I was going to be doing private insurance. And right now we do very little. As a matter of fact, I don't think we do any private insurance. We are primarily Medicaid. The objective with the Medicaid population is to give these individuals the opportunity that otherwise wouldn't have it. Medicaid folks, it's been my experience, have been pushed to the back of the bus, if they can even get on the bus, right? And what we have just witnessed is that the folks that are on Medicaid can get a premier level of care, giving them the opportunity to really do it this time. That's why I opened the sober livings. People are in jail. Oftentimes what they would do is they will say anything they need to get out of jail, knowing fully well that when they get out of jail, that they're going to, go use drugs, okay? But sometimes when they're about to get out of jail, they really do mean it this time, right? So then they get out of jail. It's the middle of January and it's cold. They don't have any money. They don't have a jacket and they've got no resource. Well, they do now at Beecon Recovery. If I've got a bed available, then we will oftentimes give them, and we oftentimes do give them their first month for free because they don't have any money. And in that month, they've got a roof over their head, they've got food in their belly, and they are given the opportunity to do case management to go out and find a job so they can then pay their rent. And speaking of rent, I don't know about other sober living facilities. They're probably not going to enjoy the fact that we only charge $310 a month for our sober living. And I chose that number so they can have skins in the game, right? But at the same time, it's not so out of touch in reference to their finances that they can't make that happen. Now, when they get out of jail, they have a roof over their head. Because before, when they didn't, they would go to those houses where drugs are being bought and or sold. And they always crack. It's not if, it's when. They're gonna go use those drugs. Because even if the drugs are in the next room, they know the drugs are in the next room and they're being used, they always relapse. And it's a revolving door, which is why we open the sober livings. Still want to get Cameron on the he's the guy behind the camera, right? He's over there shaking his head. How fun is this? Like, it's not going to happen. His face is turning red. He's a ginger, so right now his face is even turning redder and redder. But he's a good guy. Refiner Productions, okay? If you want to look at my videos on my website, any of these podcasts, okay, he's got all this fancy smancy equipment everywhere. Stop shaking your head. You do a very good job. finerproductions@gmail.com. And that's Cameron Smith, okay? I think that's a wrap, right? How do we say this in podcast terms? That's a wrap?
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. So thanks again for tuning in to this episode. We look forward to you liking, subscribing, and sharing all of these podcasts with any of your friends, family, or anyone else that you can think of that will benefit from learning what we have shown in these podcasts to ultimately teach people how to stay stopped. Thanks again.